Well, next up we've got the under-15 boys final here at the British Junior Open. And we've got the giant killer, Harith Danial Jefri of Malaysia. He's had a fantastic run so far in this tournament, and he's up against the Englishman Abdallah Eissa, number 2 seed. Joining me for this one is Graham Williams. Morning, Graham.
Good morning, Paul. Thoroughly enjoyed the couple of games that I've commentated on so far today. Some great squash on show.
I must just apologise because I said this was the under-15s. It's actually the under-13s. Sorry about that. Yeah, so Jefri has sailed through to this final, actually. He took out the number 1 seed and the number 3-4 seed. Both of those matches were in straight games and pretty quick one-sided affairs. Both of those matches less than 20 minutes in duration, so
Junior Open 2019.
He's got a full tank of fuel coming into this match.
Abdallah Eissa of England to serve. Harith Danial Jefri of Malaysia to receive. Best of 5 games. Love all.
Having said that, the Englishman has come through in similar fashion. He's looked very silky and smooth on the court. I think this is going to be an interesting battle, actually.
Down and out, 1 love. Down and out, 1-all.
I think England are actually defending this title from last year, Paul. I think young Jonah Bryant won the under-13 boys last time out. Good signs for England squash that they're producing winners and finalists at this young age.
Absolutely right. Yeah, they've got 3 finalists today.
I read somewhere it's the first time in 20 years they've had 3 male finalists.
Yeah.
Clearly doing something right.
2-1.
Well, it's good. I mean, from the 3 finals we've seen so far, we've seen an Indian winner, a Malaysian winner, and an Egyptian winner. So that's pretty good to see that the titles are being spread around.
Yeah, me and Parky were mentioning earlier that it's great to see so many nationalities represented in the finals. And Egypt were threatening to run away with it a few years ago.
Well, it would have just been like the Egyptian nationals here, wouldn't it? Every single match would have either been an all-Egyptian clash or at least one Egyptian. I think there was one year where it was pure Egypt, wasn't it? That one every time.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Down. 3-2.
Yeah, there's been a fantastic turnout from lots of nations, especially Team USA and Malaysia. A massive number of players, and they're all in action on the back courts, which can be viewed on the YouTube channel. Courts 1, 2 and 3.
Yeah, and I've enjoyed watching those rivalries blossom. You know, there's been a lot of Egypt-USA matches, Malaysia-Egypt matches. It's good to see those rivalries blossom at the, in the juniors and hopefully carry on into the seniors.
Yeah, I mean, it's just fantastic exposure for these players to sort of, be a part of an event like this with so many different players and nationalities, different styles of play, and these players will come through the junior careers together, and as you say, one day they'll be the next top players in the PSA circuit.
Five, 3.
I always find it quite fascinating to look back at the history records of the British Junior Open and see some of the names that were winning under 13 titles. You've got Rami Ashur and Tariq Momin, and all names that are featured
Down.
at the top of the senior game. There's not that many
6,
players
3.
that you see on there who you think, I wonder what
Left
happened to
box,
them.
please.
There's
Thank
one
you.
or two that disappeared, but generally speaking, it's a good indication of what the future holds.
Yeah, exactly right. If you have success at this tournament, it's not guaranteed. There's still lots of hard work ahead,
7-3.
but it's a good sign of pedigree for a future top PSA player.
Yeah, of course, I'm just mentioning the male players there. It's exactly the same situation in the girls.
Started well as the Englishman here, Paul. He's built up a 7-3 lead.
He's a very, very steady player. What to like about his technique and his movement and his composure on the court.
Stroke, Eissa.
Yeah, very smooth mover.
8-3. Left box, please. Yes.
He's got that quiet confidence about him as well, hasn't he, Paulie? Very assured, backs himself. Showing another side to his game here of great defence, although on the wrong end of that rally.
Yeah, that was a perfect length to finish the rally there from the Malaysian player.
4-8. Not up.
Yeah, it's nice.
And out. 9-4.
Lovely angle there, Paul. Running away, fading across the court.
Down. 10-4. Game ball.
So that serve winner sets up 6 game balls for Eissa to pinch the first game here.
Not up. And out. 5-10. Game ball. Down. 6-10. Game ball.
Maybe just try and finish it a little bit too quickly there. Still 4 game balls remaining.
It's a clever shot.
Yes, lad.
Oh,
Stay on court, please. Yes, lad.
I think everybody, including the players and everyone in the crowd, are expecting that to be a stroke. That's absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a bad decision. I mean, the ball started off quite high, but it almost dropped on the opponent's head.
6. Left box, please.
Certainly don't want to see players attempting to play that ball.
No.
Down.
Well, you could hear what
7,
Eissa
10.
was saying to himself there
Game ball.
about forcing it.
Yeah, I think he's last couple of points. He has tried to force himself over the finish line in this first game. Started off beautifully.
Well, Jefri thought that ball was down. Good rally. Chance. Oh. Yes. There it is.
11-7.
Eissa was forced to
Game to
really work
Eissa.
hard to get that last point in the bank. A
Eissa
shocker of a
leads 1 game
decision.
to love.
It should have been a stroke, but fortunately for him, he's managed to secure that all-important final point and take the first game in 10 minutes, 11-7.
Yeah, good start from the young Englishman Eissa in the boys under 13 final. Very impressive in the early parts of that first game.
Time. Eissa leads 1 game to love. Level.
Well, as you'd expect, Eissa's got a lot of home support here. If you see the front row, it's quite an impressive lineup, as well as the England national coach David Campion. He's got his own coach, Chris Ryder. Legend who's just retired, Nick Matthews there in his corner. Tanya Bailey, Sarah Jane Perry.
1 love.
It's quite the lineup, Graham.
Yeah, and it's good to see, you know, some of these top professionals, ex-players coming out to support. It must be pretty inspirational for the player himself. You know, he looks around, he's got these greats of the game cheering him on.
Yeah.
Not up.
Oh,
Classy stuff.
2 love.
I mean, I know the feeling when I look to my left and see you, Paul. I'm pretty inspired.
thank you so much.
Down. 3 love.
That's a nice length.
And out. 1-3.
Yeah, nice hold. It was the hold that did the damage there. Really stopped the Malaysians' movement on the tee.
4-1.
Yeah, beautiful. Just left the racket hanging in the air for a split second.
Well, he was there waiting for it. Eissa managed to get the ball tight enough to get it past the Malaysian.
5-1.
Yeah, he read it. It had to be tight. He's come out strong at the start of the second as the Englishman. He's 5-1 to the good.
Down.
Oh, he's got away with that because he played a
6-1.
bit of a big drop shot into the front backhand, Eissa.
Six, one. And out to 6.
Oh, that's really nice. Really clever shot there. Let's see that again.
3-6.
Beautiful.
Yeah, quick racket.
Down.
Good spell this for Jefri.
4.
Eissa's got to be careful. Just lost his way a little bit.
Well, he's just found a lot of accuracy, hasn't he, Jefri?
5-6.
Getting his lengths and widths right on point.
Yeah, he's got Eissa doing the diagonal there. Deep into the front left and then deep into the back right.
Down.
Well,
6.
he's saying the same thing to himself about forcing it. For me, that was a technical issue. Right up on top of the ball.
Down.
Yeah, just lengthen that rally out there, Paul, and force the mistake from
And out,
Jefri.
7-6.
I mean, the Malaysian will be disappointed with that shot. Wasn't under any real pressure.
No, and he's not made that many errors in this match. No mistake on that one.
And out 7-0.
Nailing the ball straight down that forehand side.
Down.
Oh, that's glued as well.
8-7.
Yeah, a bit of a turnaround here now in the second. Jefri's taken the lead for the first time in this match. Just hear a little bit of frustration in the voice of Eissa. It's a lovely shot.
That was a beauty, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Really nice. Good composure on the drop.
Hand out,
Just
8-all.
laid it into the side wall. Exactly what he needed. Oh. Well, it was a great get from Eissa, but irretrievable straight drive down that side wall.
Hand out,
You can see from that angle,
9-8.
there was nothing there for Eissa to get his racket onto. And these are such big rallies now for both players. It's the age-old saying, there's a big difference between 1-1 and 2-love.
Going to be a stroke.
Jefri.
So 2 game balls for Jefri.
10-8. Game ball.
Again, a little bit of frustration on the face of Eissa there. Just keep it together. He's still in this.
Not up.
Yes, nice. Nice again.
Yeah, simple stuff from the Englishman there. Really good length down
And
the
out.
forehand side,
9-10.
forcing the boast.
Game ball.
And then a nice straight drop. Too good for Jefri. Saves the first game ball.
Oh, that was a lovely shot from Eissa, but it comes back, and that's not the best.
Top.
Well, it was that forehand drop shot. There's no quality to that shot at all,
Game to Jefri.
especially after he'd played
One
such a
game
good
all.
backhand volley into the front corner.
Yeah, very upright on that one.
He'll be kicking himself, I think. But the fact of the matter is, Jefri has managed to clinch that game in 10 minutes, takes it 11-9, and the scoreboard is 1-all.
Yeah, interesting second game here. The Englishman, fresh from his victory in the first game, came out in a confident manner and raced into a 6-1 lead. The young Malaysian, though, not to be outdone, fought back hard through the midpoint of the game. And then kept his composure to close the game out and level things up 1-1. Huge test now for the Englishman to see how he can respond to the disappointment of losing a close second.
Fifteen seconds. One game all. Jefri to serve. Level. Out up.
So if you're in Eissa's corner there, Graham, after that
1-love.
second game, what would you be saying to him?
Yeah, I mean, I think the first thing would be to calm him down.
Down.
He obviously has played some pretty good squash today. There was just a little period at the, from the halfway stage in that second game where, I mean, he said it himself. He obviously felt like he was forcing it, and he sort of maybe got away from what had been working well from him in the first two, which had been, lots of Lots of length work, trying to get control of the middle and just taking that ball in short and straight. I think he just maybe went away from that and started opening the court up a little bit too much, maybe going short a little bit too early. There's lots of experience, as you mentioned, in this corner, so I don't think they'll be panicking. They'll just be trying to calm him down, remind him of all the things he's good at and how well he's been playing, and just try and keep him confident.
Yeah, it's all good learning and good experience for players to deal with situations like this. I mean, he found himself 1-love up and 6-1 up in the final of the British Junior Open. If you'd have told him he was going to be in that situation at the beginning of the week, he'd have been pretty chuffed with that, but he's got to focus on the job at hand and one rally at a time. Cannot afford to be giving away points like that. Body language looks a little bit suspect as well.
Yeah, it's looking like a big test for him now to see how he responds. Just too many quick points here. As I was saying before, I just think he's got to get back to lengthening the rallies out. He's a fit, strong boy, moves really well.
Must acknowledge the work that Jefri's done here, though, to find his way back into the match, because he's just got his head down and got on with the job, hasn't he?
Yeah, just slowly pulled back on Eissa's lead. He's not done anything flash, he's just played some good solid squash and taking his chances. Helped in this game with a few errors from the Englishman.
Stroke to Eissa. 2-6. Stroke to Jefri. Hand out 7-2.
But that was a nice relaxed finish.
And out 3-7.
Yeah, no mistake there. Got the loose ball and carved it into the nick.
Yeah, well played.
Simple. Yeah, I like that, Paul.
It was how early he got onto the ball that did the damage there.
4-7.
In front of his body.
Left box, please.
Yeah, I mean, a quality length to set that up. He was able to push up high on the court and really attack that post and take it in nice and quickly.
Down.
Well, he's right back in this now.
5-7.
Yeah, a little bit like the second roll reversal.
Down.
And now it's Jefri that's making the errors.
6-7.
Yeah, I was just about to say, he's just snatched at that, and there's a couple of errors now, and it just shows you how important momentum is. It's been snatched back by Eissa, and he's looking strong again now. This is much better from the Englishman.
Yes, left. 6-7.
Well, referee took a bit of time to consider the situation there. What I would say is I've seen them given.
Yeah, he was just a little bit off balance as he played that forehand. Dragged it off the side wall and...
Yeah, they're great length. Catches the nick on that cross court.
7-all.
Brilliant shot.
It's locked in, 7-all. This is a big moment in this boys under 13 final. See who's going to blink first.
Good. Yes, great control down the backhand side wall. Oh, that's a beauty. He's got it back. Good pressure there from Jefri.
Hand out.
Yeah,
Stretching
impressive.
Eissa into all corners of the court.
I mean, impressive stuff, particularly if you take in consideration that he's just lost a stream of points. To have the composure to put together a rally like that, oh my word.
He's got it. And that. Oh,
Things heating up at the end of the third here.
oh, he's leisure centred him. It was a long rally. Came in and out of frantic squash.
9-7.
Yeah, good awareness from Jefri there that Eissa had gone around the outside. I mean, what I will say here, Paul, is this game's been played in a great spirit. Very few decisions. The movement in and out of the front,
Yeah.
giving plenty of room.
Down.
Playing the ball, not the man.
You're absolutely right.
Hand out.
Makes for good squash.
8-9.
Again, the drop shot just a little bit high from Eissa.
Down. Hand out.
Well, it was an
10-8.
ambitious shot to take on.
Game ball.
Yeah, not the time to be taking risks like that, I don't think, Paul.
Huge risk. 2 game balls now for Jefri.
Not up.
That's a ferocious backhand straight kill.
I mean, I'd much...
Hand out.
for me,
9-10.
that's the safer
ball.
shot to play from that area. You can still be aggressive. It's much less risk involved. And he's played it a couple of times really well.
Can he manage to save a second game ball? No, he's gone for the same shot again.
11-9. Game to
Couple of
Jefri. Jefri
Badly
leads
timed
2 games
errors
to
down
1.
the backhand side from Eissa. And it's Jefri who's held his nerve the better, it has to be said. And another 10-minute game goes to the Malaysian, 11-9.
Yeah, another topsy-turvy game. The Malaysian came out and stormed into a 7-1 lead before Eissa started his comeback. Slowly clawed his way back into it with some good controlled squash, some good accurate hitting. But then Jefri regained his composure, showed some nice little touches and awareness of his own, and he takes a 2-1 lead and is now 1 game away from winning the title of the Under-13 British Junior Open champion.
Fifteen seconds. Jefri leads 2-1. Jefri to serve. Level.
So big test of character for the Englishman here. He finds himself 2-1 down and fighting for his life in this final.
1-love.
Yeah, huge test of character, Graham. I mean, he can't afford to think about this now, but if he doesn't manage to turn this match around, he's going to look back on that second game and be asking himself what happened.
Yeah, I mean, if
And
you could
out,
start
1 ball.
matches 1-0 and 6-1 up, you'd win more than you'd lose, that's for certain.
Jefri has been solid. He's played the big points well. Obviously, he's turned around some situations where he's been trailing badly on the scoreboard. But I sense that there's still quite a bit in this match. Long way to go.
Yeah, good control there, and I think that's the way for Eissa to go. He played so well in the early part of this match with that control. Lots of good length, just waiting for the mistake and then piling on the pressure. Maybe started to try and force things a little bit too early.
Stroke to Jefri. Hand out to wall. I don't think the ball was going to the front wall. 3-2. Left box. The ball was not reaching the front wall. 3-2.
Well, the referee thinking that that ball was not going to make it. Very hard to tell, I suppose, but... Well, it's good response from Eissa.
Hand out, 3-all.
That's a lovely shot.
He's not going to recover from that.
Hand out, 4-3.
Rallies have shortened up at the beginning of this fourth game.
Yeah, and I think that suits the Malaysian, Paul. I think, I keep saying it, Eissa had great success when he was lengthening the rallies out and playing good positional squash.
Oh, lovely finish. Although it's not a finish, but that one is. Malaysian getting his racket onto some outrageous stuff.
And out, 4-all.
Yeah, the Malaysian moves well into the front corners, and I think he's just got to keep him a little bit further from the front wall when he takes him in. Yeah, it's a good shot.
5-4.
So we've got nice and low onto that ball, and that would be something I'd be sort of tending to work on if I was coaching Eissa. From a technical point of view, would be getting a bit lower into the forehand side when he takes,
especially that forehand. Very
Yeah.
upright, isn't he? Very upright and close on that forehand. And he's a tall boy.
Yeah, which is a good, you know, it's good for dominating the middle area of the court, but it just means it's a long way to get down into the front corners.
There's another good example.
I've said it
I have
before
to
this
call what
week,
I see
but
as
for
on
me
ball
the
good.
great example of a tall player who gets
And
very
out.
low is James Wallstrop.
5-6.
Almost looks like he's sitting on the floor sometimes when he's playing a drop shot.
good. That's the way for him to go, I think, here, Paul.
And out.
Look to dominate those
7-5.
middle areas. That's a great shot.
Oh, it was a good angle that he found on that two-wall post. And he's been forced into the same situation. Good pressure from Eissa.
8-5.
Well, this is great stuff from the Englishman. He's having to absorb pressure,
9-5.
but also play with clinical accuracy himself.
Yeah, he's starting to get that confidence back. He's looking a lot more assured on there. Looking more like the player we saw in the first part of this match.
Oh, look at this.
Look at that.
Well, a roar have come on from
Game
Eissa.
ball.
It's a clever shot because he's played a straight drop a lot from that mid-court area, and he's just,
Good variation.
yeah, changed the all-round. Good pairing of those shots.
And out. 6-10. Game ball. Down.
He's going too much from there, really.
Yeah, it's been a similar
7,
tale, Paul,
10.
in all the games
Game
so
ball.
far. Just at the business end, he's just started to maybe go for a little bit too much and try and win points a little bit too cheaply at the end of all three games so far. He's just got to stick to what served him well so far.
Like a double hit to me.
Thank you.
Yeah, very honest
11-10.
there from Jefri. Great
Game
sportsmanship.
2, Eissa. 2 games all.
So it was a very good fourth game there from the Englishman. Managed to find his composure once again. Took him 8 minutes, but he's taken it 11-7, and this match is going all the way.
So a great response from the Englishman. He was 2-1 down, needed a reaction, and we got one. He started off really well and sort of led for most of that game. Very dominant squash, controlling the middle. Lots of deep hitting, waiting for the loose balls, and then taking the ball in there. And we're all level at 2-2. And into the decider, it's anyone's game.
Fifteen seconds.
So
2 games all. Eissa to serve. Level.
lots of noise from the crowd in support of the Englishman at the start of the fifth.
Well, he's going to need all the help that he can get, both on and off the court.
And out. 1 love.
This is tight.
Down.
Yeah,
And
and
out.
as with
One
any
ball.
fifth game, Paul, the start is hugely important. You don't want to find yourself too far behind at the start of the fifth.
Yeah, it's all about maintaining balance. in your composure. You don't want to go too negative or passive, but you don't want to get too overexcited and try and finish things early.
And out, 2-1.
Again, we spoke about this before, but it's just about taking it 1 point at a time, not really trying not to think too much about the situation and the occasion.
Not
Oh, that's lovely.
Just playing each rally as it comes. That's a beautiful finish from Eissa.
And out, 2-all.
And the angle beautifully.
Well, I think it's so hard to call who's the favourite here now. I think it's just going to come down to who can play these big points the better. It's a very, very tight forehand drive from Jefri.
And out, 3-2.
Yeah, it certainly is, Paul. I mean, I think both boys are going to learn a lot from this game.
Boys down. And out,
Playing in this
3-all.
pressure situation will stand them both in good stead for future years.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Sure they'll find themselves on glass courts in the finals of big events in the future, but right now the only thing on the mind for these two players is getting to 11 points before the other.
Down.
It's another straight drive winner from Jefri.
And out, 4-3.
That just got tighter and tighter. Nothing left to hit for Eissa.
That's tight as well, though. Yeah, great work. Great work. It was a good rally from start to finish there from Eissa.
And out, 4-all.
Absolutely rips that forehand volley down the line.
Down. And out, 5-4.
Yeah, neither player able to get a run of points at the minute. Trading point for point, 5-all.
And out, 5-all.
You willing to stick your neck on the line, Paul?
Not really, no. Well, I'm going to say Eissa because I think he's an Englishman, as am I. I think it'd be great for the tournament to see England notch up a win. But I do think he, yeah, I just feel like he's going to do it. It's just an inkling that I've got. Of course, if Jefri takes this, Malaysia will be leading the medal tally. They've already got one title in the bank.
It's a great rally. Both players played the
And
part in
out,
that rally, but it's the Malaysian
6-5.
who ekes it out and he takes a 6-5 lead. It's point for point.
Down.
Oh,
And out, 6-all.
I can't sit still in my chair here, Paul.
You can't, can you? You're playing every rally with them, aren't you? Well, 2-all, 6-all. This is very tense. Oh, he's going to get this.
Back in. It's good defence. If the Englishman wins this rally, there's going to be...
Oh, he's clipped the tin. He's biting his racket in disbelief. He was on the floor in the rally.
7-6. Quickly, please.
He's got to put that out of his mind and focus on this next rally.
Down.
Oh, it was too casual.
Too casual. I was just about to say that, Paul. 7-all.
Hand out 7-all.
Yeah, no real footwork.
Great hands from the Malaysian at the front of the court. Left Eissa stood stranded on the tee.
Hand out 8-7. Down.
And he's back on level terms. There's never been more than a point in it in this fifth game. We sensed this was going to happen.
Hand out 8-all.
Yeah, good squeeze from the Englishman.
Yes, let. 8-all.
Yeah, he's looking for a cheap one there, I think, Jefri.
Not up.
Yeah, it's a nice finish. Prepared high with his racket and then
And
just
out.
put down the back of the ball.
9-8.
Keeping it short. Oh, it's
Not
lovely.
up.
Lovely
It's a
touch.
clever shot.
What a time.
Yeah, he sensed that Jeffrey's weight was going back and he just left it in there. Look at this. Yeah.
Hand out.
Lovely shot.
9-all.
Really good awareness from the Englishman, particularly at this high pressure situation. What a time to go ahead for the first time.
It's 9-all.
This would be. Yeah, he's always been 1 point behind for the whole of this fifth game.
There just looked to be a bit of tension in his arm as he hit that backhand drive. Popped off the side
Hand
wall.
out.
Quick thinking from the Malaysian.
10-9. Match ball.
Sets up the first championship ball. Can he do it on the first? Great length. Here we go, Graham.
I mean, what a response. What a response.
It seemed destined
Hand out.
to end up in this
10-all.
situation, this match.
A player must win by 2
Nothing
points.
between these two for the entire match. Could hear a pin drop in that.
Chance.
That's a great shot from that. It's great length from Eissa. Adrenaline pumping through his body. Look at this.
11-10.
So he saved one match ball, and now the Englishman has got an opportunity to win his first British Junior Open title. Chance off a back wall post. Eissa's absorbing pressure.
It's going to be a huge roar if he wins this one, Paul. There's that reverse again.
Oh no!
Oh, my word.
Once again, he just seemed to mistime his movement, ended up in an upright position, a bit close to the ball.
Yeah, just tucked himself up.
11-all.
Look at the reaction there from Jefri. He's hardly showed any emotion for the whole match.
2-all, 11-all.
Well, this is brilliant stuff. It's what these events are all about. Oh, he's got away with it. Again,
Well, straight and yeah.
Great recovery.
Oh.
Rolls around that 2-all post, always running away from Eissa. Couldn't quite get his racket underneath the ball in time.
12,
it's a second
11,
opportunity
match ball
for Jefri to clinch the title. It's not going to be a let.
He's played another phenomenal
And
point
out.
at match ball down.
12-all.
Well, the tension in the crowd, in the Squash TV area, is unbelievable. What must it be like on the court, Graham? Look at that. He squeezed him.
I mean, that is a fantastic shot. The last two rallies from the young Englishman have been
13-12.
top notch.
Match ball.
He just needs one more.
Second opportunity for Eissa now. He's saved 2 match balls. Yes, he's done it!
He's done it! Look at that!
Wowzers! Great reaction. I mean, that is an absolutely phenomenal match. You can see the emotion there on Eissa's face. To come through a match like that.
14-12.
Saved 2 match balls.
Match to Eissa.
Came back from 2-1 down.
2. 11-7. 9-11.
Absolutely
9-11,
brilliant.
11-7. 14-12.
And let's just spare a thought for his opponent there, Jefri. He's had an incredible tournament. He's done all but win it. But there can only be one winner, and it is Abdallah Eissa, who's the under-13 British Junior Open champion, taking the match 3-2.
Yeah, and a touch of class from Jefri there. A little acknowledged clap on his racket as Eissa won that last point. Classy stuff from the Malaysian.
Ladies and gentlemen, hands together again for Abdallah Eissa. What a fantastic match. Abdallah, if we could kindly just ask you to come and say a few words. Hands again for Abdallah. Our first five setter of the day in front of a home crowd. How did you feel?
I felt good, you know, thanks for the support. It was certainly an advantage to have like all the home supporters and stuff. Thank you guys.
It's a fantastic standard under 13 boys. Anything you'd like to say to your coaches and family who support you all the way?
I'd like to thank my dad and my mum for all the support. My dad for coaching. Thanks Chris for the tips in between matches. Thank you guys.
Fantastic. Round of applause for Abdallah Eissa.
I mean, a great performance there in the fifth by the Englishman. He was actually behind the whole time, only by a point, but could never quite get in front. But at the end, when it really matters, he strung some quality rallies together and deservedly wins the Boys Under 13 2019 British Junior Open. And if we watch here, you'll see what it means to him at the end. A release of emotion. Here it is, the last rally, and look at that. It means the world to him. Congratulations